Ciao everybody and welcome back to the Roma Heritage. What a game, what a derby it was. Such an exciting game. It had everything. Big moments, everything. Emotional baggage to this game. What a crazy game it was. Let's cover it. Firstly, let's talk about what it means. It was great. Like, you know, we if you look at the last season, teams that went to the top four, with the and you look who is the team in the top four, which is the Champions League position, who got the most losses. It was Juventus with 8 losses. If we do kind of the same thing with Roma this season, you would basically say that maybe this game, Lazio away from home, would be a loss. Maybe a good result would be a draw because of their fitness and their overall playing, and based on last game versus Torino. But no, we won it. It's such a great thing to accomplish, to achieve, winning the derby. The last time we won the derby, apparently away from home, was in 2016, which was long ago. So it was a crazy game, the first derby of the season. Such an emotional game for Pellegrini. And the shot at the end was crazy, and it was worrying. But we'll talk all about it in a sec. So let's talk about players' ratings. So basically, from a scale from 1 to 10, 1 being the lowest, 10 being the highest, let's rate the players. Svilar, 7. He was good. He was reliable. He did everything he should do. He really again saved us. You know what, 6.5. But it wasn't like they didn't. Most of their attempts were just not on target. But when they were on target, I did things. Did a good game, so 6.5 for sure. The center backs, which were Mancini, again shows aggressive passion and also a good defending. 6.5. Mancini, no Mancini, Indica, again such a leader in the back. When there is chaos and troubles and you need to defend, he somehow goes into it with such an ease and elegance, and tells everybody what to do, and he clears the problem in a very elegant and not stressing way, which I very like to see. Again, 7 for Mendica. What a game! Again, Shelik started, which was kinda odd, but okay, he had a good game. Maybe I don't think I noticed him being very slow as I anticipated. It was okay, but I forgot. No, I forgot. But we have to talk about one thing: what Mancini's game. At the start of the game, as you may notice, Mancini goes a bit deeper into the midfield and leaves a gap. The Lazio player notices it and then passes the ball to the Lazio striker or something, and then then he comes to the goal and misses completely, not on the target, as I said earlier. But it could be a goal. It could be the decisive goal to make it from a win to draw. And this is something that I think I talked about the first videos of the season, right? I saw it in the friendly game. One center back already goes to the deep in the midfield. This creates a gap because our players not very fast. Mancini is okay with his space, but a lot of the times they caught in those big spaces they leave, and it's a weakness. It's something that Gasperini saw it, and I think he was stressed about it. he have to do something with that, because I saw it with Hermoso at the start. Now I saw it also with Mancini a little bit in the start, but this time it was it was striking. It was extreme. If we go to the midfield, great job. Cristante, right, and Kone. Cristante, I just like to see him play. Like, maybe I think he's Gasperini's favorite, okay, but he was very good. Passing, defending, controlling the game, possession, liked him. Kone, again, the same for them too. 6.5. Shelik also 6.5. No, 6, I think. He had kind of good game, but 6.5. Yeah, he did his job. Now let's talk about this formation. The formation was something odd. We didn't see it yet up till this game, which was a 3-4-1-2. Basically, one cam and two strikers. On paper, it should not work without players, because Sule is the second striker. Maybe versus Torino, Gasperini saw that, like, you remember it was Dybala and Sule at the highest front. He saw Sule and said, okay, he could do a job there because his face is fast, he's doing everything. It was okay. I don't know how it could be, but actually was okay this game. It was okay. Ferguson again. So let's talk about the striker again. The main striker, the person the club bought for him to have, for this club to have a striker, was Ferguson, and something with him just was. It's still not the goal, not something. He plays a little bit. I don't notice him that much. He did kinda, when he got the ball, he kinda know his surrounding and kinda have some vision. He's doing some tricks with off the ball tricks. But if you talk about possession with the goal, he kinda loses it, and this, I don't know. It was I would say, because it's a win in derby, and sometimes he was fine. He did pass a good passes sometimes. So 6. Sule also was great. 7. When we created chances, it wasn't a lot, but when we created chances, it was okay. He was part of it. Great crosses, like, he had great crosses. I like that he wasn't very selfish with with himself, with the shooting. He did pass, he did cross. Great. 7. Now let's talk about the main man, about Lorenzo Pellegrini. Such an emotional game for him. This guy didn't play most of last season. Didn't play in this season, not at all. Not a minute, I think. Then he came and suddenly starts the game. Okay, of course, it don't trust him, but some of his passes weren't complete in the beginning. But he's starting to make things, chances. And then, when he got the ball, such an amazing shot from sort of the front, the out of the box, maybe was a little bit in. Such a great shot, curve, everything. It was, and then it pinpointed. It was such a great shot. And when he celebrated, I think it was Cristante. He came to Cristante and he couldn't hide his tears. It was such an emotional game for him. Such a great game for me. Man of the match. He is the man of the match. 7.5 for sure. Played also a lot of the game. Yeah, a lot of the game. He didn't sub. Gasperini didn't sub him off very quickly. Such a great thing to have him. I think Gasperini need to more utilize him and use him. Ranch again wasn't, and of course the play. I didn't think he would start, and with Ranch, one of the best games. I think it was his best game at Roma so far. When he kind of pressed and right before the Pellegrini goal and the Sule assist. Also, Sule had assist. He kind of got the ball, great. He did defensive. He was defensive. He did pass. He did everything. He was one of the most outstanding players, standout players of the pitch. Like to see him so much. I think it's very good we have him. We need to utilize him, of course, more. And all around the game, he's got, in my opinion, a 7. Like I like to see him, and I like to know that we have more alternatives and more positions that are quite can play in our squad. Because in Europe, even today, we've been playing the first Europa League game. Dovvik came, and I think he did a better job than Ferguson because he had maybe a little bit more of possession with the ball, but again, those two strikers didn't created a lot, didn't shoot a lot. 6. Balzani, great to see him once again. Like, I don't know what Gasperini will think about this game, but at the end of the day, I think he's gonna use him more and play with him more. He was great. The touch in the box and then the shot was great. He is a player we should keep no matter what. Pisili, so much. Like, again, we saw him play, and we saw a lot of players play this game. It was great. I like to see him play. Okay, so Balzani 6.5. Pisili, all around game was good. Again, misplaced passes maybe, but he was I like to. Again, we need those players. We need more players. And actually, this game made me confident more in Pisili and Balzani and Pellegrini and Rensch, because those players I didn't think will start or just play, and they played and they did a great job. 6.5 for Pisili also. Dele Ailnouri, I didn't saw a lot of him this game. For sure, 6 I would say. But I do need to say something about Pisili and Ailnouri, is that towards the end of the game, the midfield changes completely, and it was the most chaotic part of the game. The shot at the end, where there was no marking, no defense, it was very close to a goal, from a win to draw. And because of one reason, the Europa League. We have a Europa League game 2 days after the derby. Like, we need to sub people, we need to do this, we need to do that. I get it, and they think it was good. But when I think about it, the Pisili, the Balzani is more of a cam, I know it, but Pisili and I don't know, were very. The midfield was too apart, too chaotic, no organization. We just get run through with our ball, with the balls and with the passes, and they had great opportunities near to the end. But okay, but overall it was okay. It's good we see more of them. Thank you very much for tuning in. Bye bye.